Okay, so today we're going to be going over the vertebrae, and what I'll be saying first is going to be on every single vertebrae except for the atlas and axis. So this one, let's just start off with this one. So your superior articulating facet is, well, first off, this is the anterior portion, this is posterior, this is on the inferior, and this is on the superior. So your superior articulate facet is right here on the inside, right here.
Hold it up like this. Yeah. So that's
right here. And then your inferior articulating facet, it's on the bottom side, and it's going to be facing outwards like that. Then your transverse processes are these little wings on the side. I'm grabbing right here, right here. And then your vertebral foramen is the hole that goes down through the middle. And your body is this big portion right here out in front. Your spinous process is in the back, the little tail. Your pedicle is this little bridge that connects the body to the transverse process on both sides. And on the other side, your lamina is what connects your spinous process to the transverse process. It's right here in the middle.
Hold it up flat.
Okay, so that's on every single vertebrae except for your atlas and axis. Right now I'm going to go over what the atlas and axis have. So right here you have your atlas, and here's your axis. Your atlas goes on top like this of your axis. So your atlas doesn't have a body. It has a anterior tubercle, posterior tubercle, and it has anterior and posterior arches. So right here, what connects the transverse sides right here to the anterior tubercle right here is your anterior arc, and right here what connects your posterior tubercle to the transverse process is your posterior arc.
Hold it flat so you can.
So right here. In your atlas you have a dens, which is right here, the very top portion. This is what the atlas rotates around. And you have a spinous process, which is in the back. Okay. A couple other things that you guys need to know is that you need to know that there are 7 cervical vertebrae. This is including the atlas and the axis. You have 12 thoracic vertebrae and 5 lumbar. Easy way to remember that is times you eat. Eat at 7, then 12, and then at 5. You can tell the difference of which each one looks like. For example, this is an example of a cervical vertebrae. It's a little different. This is an example of a thoracic vertebrae. It's a little bit bigger. And then the lumbar are the biggest ones, which is the one I was showing you earlier. Now the very last part is your sacral vertebrae, which is right here. So this is the very bottom part. This is 5 bones that are fused together, and it has 2 landmarks. It has the anterior and posterior intervertebral foramens, which are all these holes, and these are the anterior foramens. And if you're looking at it backwards, these would be your posterior foramens. So it's the same holes, just depending on which way you're looking at it. And your sacral hiatus is this dent right here. It's on the very bottom. So that's all that's on your sacral vertebrae. And the very last portion right here is your coccyx. It's also known as your tailbone. And depending on the person, you can have either 3 to 5 bones fused together. That's right there. And that is it.